All right, what's going on, y'all? This your boy Slick 50, man. With my opinion on what happened with Teofimo Lopez versus George Cambosis. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I think he got full of himself. He was kind of juicy, juiced himself up. Some people have to do that to amp themselves up to make they self feel like they can succeed. And I'm not saying that he didn't believe in his skills. What I'm saying is he felt like what he was living he had to prove, which happens in everyday life. People put on this persona and they feel like they have to live what they do and what they say, you know, especially in the music industry, sports industry, you know, um, they take the character and become the character and forget that it's entertainment. And I think that's what happened. I think that's why we saw Teofimo come out in the first round trying to knock Cambosis' block off. And he ended up getting knocked down. You know, um, I think he was trying to make what he said into the truth when he said he was going to knock him out in one round. And he jumped clean on him. Now, I expected Teofimo to be a fast starter. We know he's not a slow starter at all. Um, but at the same time, the knockdown that Teofimo suffered from, um, it didn't knock him out, but it must have had enough pop on it for him to respect Cambosis the rest of the fight. Granted, he did get knocked Cambosis down later on in the fight, but it was the amount of respect that was in between him. Um, Excuse me, I am doing this on the fly. Um, and what I mean by that is it kept space in between him and Cambosis. At times when he had Cambosis dead to right, he wouldn't jump on him. Even when he had him rocked, he wouldn't jump on him. When he got back up from that knock, when Cambosis got back up from that knockdown, he tried to jump on, but he couldn't put him back down, and eventually he backed off. Um, am I surprised? Yes, I couldn't find enough on Cambosis. Um, ready to spar partners with the likes of Manny Pacquiao and others. Um, but nothing too much, And the videos I watched on Cambosis, and this is not technical Cambosis, but it just didn't look like he had any pop for real. Um, and I was proven wrong, and I'm not gonna lie, I am happy I was proven wrong. I'm always gonna be up for a great fight. Um, I was telling my colleague Polo J, shout out to Polo J on the it was an episode of the Judges Table, which comes on every Wednesday, 9:15 Central. Shameless plug. That we've been waiting so long that this fight might be a great fight. Some people were interested because it took too long, and they're like, they don't even care about Tio. They feel like Tio mouth been running so long, they just don't even care anymore. But I will tell you this: if you missed out on this fight, you missed one of the epic fights slash upsets of the year. Every round, Cambosis was sharp. Now I'm not gonna say he's the best at what he does, but I will say this: he was very very sharp um, at the countering. And what I'm saying is he figured certain things out. The overhand, you know, the overhand right and left was key. And he saw when Teofimo was picking up on it, so he would take it away. He would see it for a round or two. He'd bring it back. Then he'd start coming back with a straight right. He was very selective with his punches and placing them at certain times. Um, and it was like the classic bull and matador strategy. It was like he didn't do anything special. It was like Teofimo came with his game plan and he thoroughly thoroughly adjusted to Teofimo's game plan and made Tio game plan work against Tio. You get what I'm saying? Like he was like, he coming forward. I'm gonna wave this red. I'm gonna wave this red flag. Come on and try to run through it. You know what I'm saying? And right when he ran through that cloth, it was an uppercut, a straight right, or a overhand waiting on you. You know. And I thought that was dope. Like I said, these guys have had all year to train, and the one guy who's been lived this truth in the ring was Kambosos. He said it. He said it best. You know, we have trained for everything that Teofimo can bring, and it showed. It thoroughly showed. The way he was able to adjust from the time that bell rung, he did nothing but had to adjust. He got knocked down, faced adversity. He got up. He had to adjust. He had something for every which way they could think of Teofimo coming at him. You know, at the end of the round, at the end of the fight, you know, part of the game plan was to get his respect in the first round, and he succeeded. And like I said, man, just kudos to Kambosos, bro. I am impressed. Is he the best I've seen? No, but I am impressed. Teofimo said he's going up. He's not gonna fight Devin Haney. Kambosos was willing to give him a rematch. It just seems that Teofimo don't want it. You know, he says that he's being drained. He's gonna go on up, you know what I'm saying, to 140. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with Teofimo. I wish him the best. I still like Tio, still Tio fan, man. Never stop being a Tio fan. But there was that one question about him being undisputed, and as it seems, you know, this the WBC did tweet out that Cambosis is undisputed. So I guess they've changed the rules that you could win the franchise belt. So if you could lose and win it, it's a legit belt. So I guess it's like the super now. So Cambosis is undisputed, which means Teofimo will go down in history as the youngest undisputed champ there is. But to the WBC, can you please put this in the rules of paperwork so people won't be so confused behind it? Because the definition is still floating around out there that you cannot lose, nor can you win a franchise title. It has to be bestowed upon you. We witnessed Teofimo losing the franchise title. And therefore, and I don't even think Cambosis understands the rules, because he even mentioned the such of likes of fighting Devin Haney. I've read an article about Josh Taylor fighting Teofimo. He said, he's not undisputed. He needs to fight Devin Haney. So there are boxers that are confused. Then last night I also saw tweets coming out congratulating Kambosos on being part of the undisputed club. So it's such a mixture right here. I think it just needs to be established. Okay? But at this current moment, Kambosos is undisputed. Shout out to Kambosos. He saw, he came, he conquered. I like the line he said. He said, "You say you guys are kings. I'm the emperor. I come to other countries and take belts." Shout out to Kambosos, man. I hope we do see that fight. Devin Haney, you guys to get past JoJo Diaz. Y'all know how we do. There will be a fight party for that one, so make sure you come through and subscribe and hit that like button on GMT Boxing. Make sure you check out the website, www.gmt-boxing.com, for all the latest and greatest boxing news and other sports. And that's all I got for y'all, man. Y'all be easy. Deuces.